What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tuesday night. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to tell you, but I barely made it to the show. I decided to shampoo my hair for you guys because I love each and every one of you and I want you to see. Get tired of seeing my hat all the time. Um, we're going to say hi to some people but before I get started, if you are one of the people that messaged me and told me that it's they are instead of there. Um, Thank you very much. I love. I'm one of those people that if you've got pepper in your teeth, I'm going to tell you about it so you don't walk around looking like a fool with pepper or food in your teeth for the next 5 hours. So if you're one of those people, pat yourself on the back. I appreciate you. First in the house, Patty A. How are you doing? Good to see you here, my friend. Hope it is warm and sunny in San Diego. It has done nothing but rain here the entire day. Paul Merton's on the road. Be careful, my friend. Dawn up in British Columbia, 60 degrees. Hands down, it's warmer in Canada right now than it is in Missouri. Something's got to give, or I'm gonna go to Canada. I'm 25 miles from Chandler. Safe travels, my friend. Bernadette and Les in the house. Not only are they in the house, but they have returned home. That's right. This is home. We're going to call it home all summer long. And we have had fun the last couple of days. I took them out yesterday to see the property. Good times, nothing but good times. So if you do not know who Les and Bernadette are, they are van life people. They sold their house in Wisconsin. They're full-time in a Ram ProMaster. I did a tour of their van over a year ago now, and helped them with some jobs. And I'm telling you what, immediate friendship, very, very, very wonderful friendship. They are my family. And so they are back here. They came last fall and helped me do a lot of work. I call them my apprentices. Pretty soon they're going to be the engineer. I'm going to be the foreman, and they're going to tell me what to do. So love having those guys here. And a special welcome to Lisa. Came up from Georgia to meet me, to hang out in Missouri for a couple of days. It's been fantastic getting to meet Lisa. So hello and welcome. She may be recuperating from a very good supper. All right, let me scroll through. I can't say hi to everybody. My good friend Darcy is in the house. Annette, good to see you here. Let's see here. Mark Wolf, Gloria, good to see you and Dennis in here as always. Floss, I'm going to miss a whole bunch of people. I know Tracy is at work listening in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lynn, for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. And she is a new follower, and also, actually not a new follower. She is new to the Johnny's Journey annual #2 meetup. She has already paid her reservation for the meetup in September. So good to see you here. Judith, good to see you here. All right, guys. Tim, Ann Holland, Stephanie and Polly, good to see you. Kathy, Surf and Doyle, good to see you here. All right, guys, hit the like button for Johnny. 46 people in the house, 25 likes. You guys know YouTube loves it when people are liking the show. Celeste, good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. And Kaylee, thank you. If you're a moderator, please put your link below if you create content. If you want Kaylee to start creating content, put thank you, Kaylee, start making videos. She's going to kill me for that one. All right, so detouring with Donna. Thank you for coming in. Met her out in Quartzsite. Good to have you here. Everybody's saying hi. Oh my goodness, guys. I gotta slow down. I'm like getting choked up. All right. We're hanging out tonight. We're going to talk about a few things. And if you guys, another channel member, thank you so much. Show My Dog Element, welcome to your amazing 2 new channel members here tonight. Thank you so much for joining. We have an amazing community here. If you're new here, if this is your first live stream, this community, every single person in the chat are amazing human beings. I love hanging out with them, and it is just a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday night hangout. So, Timmy Ray the King, good to see you in here. Cynthia Hall in the house. Her video dropped on Bob Wells' channel. Teeniest tiny home I've ever seen, I think, is the title of it. If you haven't checked it out, I'm sure you have, because it's got thousands and thousands of tens of thousands of views already. Doing amazing. Annette and Tim just dropped their link. Van builders, RVers, check them guys out. All right, I'm going to slow down. What's going on out here? With my 2 apprentices back, I'm happy to say we are going to simultaneously be working on this Ford Transit and the Ram ProMaster. We cleaned house today. Les and Bernadette showed up. I had the router, I had the planer going, making a mess, and rainy day today, so we cleaned up the shop and got it back organized. It didn't take that long. I wasn't that disorganized. It builds up fast, just a bunch of clutter. So it was it's been a fantastic day. We played some Rummy Cube and ate all day and just talked. That is some serious and expensive repair. Oh, I got to go back and see what's going on with the Celeste. Hang on just a second. I got to see what that comment was. That does not, did I miss it? Celeste, put it in again. Oh, I'm limping my rig back home to Austin, Texas with a horrible oil leak. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Oh, that's Christine, not Celeste. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Christine. And that, I think, is an ambulance. Oh my goodness. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, that's an oil leak. Always sounds painful. Growing up, I think it always was like, when my dad, something was going on with an oil leak. Teamwork makes the dream work. Amen. Amen, it does. Boxman D, after we finally had some beautiful weather in Quartzsite for a few days, was rain, wind, and cold today. It was rain, cold, and wind here as well. It has been raining buckets all day. So, Johnny, you need some vitamin C. It will help your throat. Kathy, I swear to you, I just jumped on here and started screaming, so it feels scratchy because I just was like, I haven't had a speck of issues with my throat, and I don't know, it just now, because I was screaming. I talk so loud, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Still want to know who won. Who won? Who won? I'm on my phone, so I can't tag. Thank you so much, Angela, for being here. Lisa, thank you for the super sticker, Lisa. I know you want to see the panda. Let me show you the panda. All right. Question. I plan to come to the meetup. How and where do I register? What you can do is send me you can send me an Instagram message. I already know that you want to pay. I think you have my PayPal already. You can send a deposit or the full thing, since you know you're coming, to my PayPal. It's going to be $50 again, because we do so much at the meetup. Even if we have more people, there's just going to be more giveaways. The $50 pays for the s'more platter, the campground fees, the shower house, the bathrooms, the use of some of the sites. I will tell you, if you're coming to the meetup and you think you need electric, You need to be one of the first people that register and the first people to claim one of those 5 sites that have electric. Um, first 5 people, or if there's somebody with a big rig like a Class A, will get you on one of those sites. With the vans, a lot of the vans can double up. There can be 2 to a site. But if you think you want one of those sites, you need to register ASAP. And my PayPal is in the description below. It's on my banner. Just PayPal me. It's a $25 deposit if you don't know if you're coming or not. But you want to get signed up. If you know you're coming, you can just put a 50, you can pay the 50 up front. It doesn't matter to me. It is complicated sometimes when the meetup starts. I am busy, busy, busy. So I would like everybody to be paid before arriving to the campground. I had people handing me money every day, every time I turned around, and I had no idea what it was for. I'm doing it again. We got to do the panda again. Thank you for Christine, especially with everything that you're going through with their oil leak and your rig. Sending me a super sticker. You rock. I did not see that. Show me gifted 5 Johnny Journey memberships. Thank you so much for that. You know what? I'm going to talk about that real quick because it's a weird thing that YouTube does. And I want to share it with you guys while everybody's here listening. We got 57 people in the house. I love that you guys gift the memberships. I love it. YouTube, for some reason, has a glitch, and the same 5 or 6 people get it every single time. And some of them are people that haven't followed my channel for a year. I would love for everything that I get in the channel, like super stickers, super chats. I'm telling you, I give a lot away on the channel. The gifted memberships, some of these people I haven't seen them in a long time. So think about that when you do it. I would love it if YouTube would pick 5 people that are here today to gift those memberships to, but it doesn't work like that. However, I love it that you guys do this, and I appreciate the support to the channel. I just wish YouTube would fix their glitch. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, we can talk about it more. What are the days? The meetup is September 15th, 16th, and 17th. 15th, 16th, and 17th. Now, my Patreon is growing. We've got a fantastic Patreon group. I feel like what I'm going to do is extend the meetup one day, because last year I did a Patreon and member breakfast. It really ended up where everybody just kind of came, and I was perfectly happy with that. But I really, 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 I get a lot of support from Patreon. Patreon doesn't take near the money that YouTube does from the memberships. So I want to give something extra. So if you're a Patreon, I want you to plan on staying that extra day. There won't be an increased charge, obviously. We'll do a pancake breakfast or something. But so 15th, 16th, and 17th, and then the 18th will be for Patreons. Because I can't tag, LOL. Hi. Thank you, Thrifty Angela. Crystal is working on her van, so mostly listening. Good luck with your build. I am so bummed. I don't know what happened. I saw you that one day, and I never even got to look in your van. I was working on Travel Grandma's van, and I missed a big group of people Detouring with Donna, barely bumped into her, didn't get to see her rig. Crystal, didn't get to see Crystal's rig, and a couple more, like literally probably 4 or 5 people, and I didn't get to see their rigs. I hate it. If you have a question, whether it's about a van build, whether it's about solar, whatever it is, make sure you put a QQQ in capital letters. Because the chat moves kind of fast, I don't want to miss it. Gracie and Jock, a member for 23 months. You rock. Thank you so much. Jackie in the house. Good to see you. I believe Jackie's from Missouri. I get it wrong all the time, but I'm pretty sure she's Missouri. Another 23-month Fox Fan D. It will be Fred Rock. Yes. So it'll be at Fred Rock Glamp Ground. That's where my shop is at. It will be September 15th, 16th, and 17th. Patreons will stay till the 18th. Detouring with Donna. I'm beginning to think you guys just want to see the panda. You guys are rocking it. You guys, if you are asking how you can become a Patreon, there is a link in the description below. Also on the banner on my YouTube channel, there is a Patreon link there. The Patreons, we're going to start doing 2 live streams a month. That first tier will get the 1 live stream a month, and then the other 3 tiers are going to get 2 live streams a month. If you're building out a van and you need help, that is the cheapest consultation you could ever get. So if you want to support the channel, you don't want YouTube taking a lot of what you're giving me, Patreon is a fabulous way to go. I'm gonna start doing a lot more on Patreon. 2 live streams a month. It's going to be immediately following the Sunday video. So at 5 p.m. on Sunday, the first and the third Sunday of every month, I will do a Patreon only live stream. Bring your van build questions. If you guys want to pop up, if there's only a couple of us and you want to pop up on screen and hang out, you'll have a link that you can actually get up on screen with me so that I can understand exactly your questions. You don't have to type them. It's going to be cool. Lynn Briggs, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Jackie, I remember that now because I was like, I think she's my neighbor, but you're not my neighbor. I used to live in Freeburg, Illinois, and that's how I know you. Just joined YouTube. How do I, okay, got you that. And Kaylee, thank you for posting my Patreon link. I appreciate that. Also for a 1 gift. Oh, thank you for Kaylee is rocking it tonight. First and third Sunday of every month. Fun. Absolutely. What are your thoughts about the new RV refrigerator that you don't require propane and the hot water on demand water heaters? The RV refrigerator that doesn't require propane, if it's 12 volt, you know, I'm a fan of the 12-volt refrigerators. I did not want propane in my build. I wanted my refrigerator, you can use it AC or DC. And I'm telling you, hands down, no matter what electrical system you have, 12 volt is hands down the #1 way to go. We tested it. I tested it for 2 years. Patty tested it for a year. We switched everything over to 12 volt. Whether you're using a Blue Eddy, whether you're using the big lithium battery setup, get it wired 12 volt. That's going to use the very least power. Paula is in the house. Okay, thank you for that. I'm backing up right now. Patreon is much better for the creator. I 100% agree. I'm looking for the question. This may sound silly question, is the meetup fee $50 per person or rig? Rig, it's only per rig, $50 per rig. And if you've got 20 people in your rig and they all want marshmallows, please let me know. We will plan accordingly. Also, there are some tent sites here. They are getting the road repaired probably by then to get back there. So there's several tent sites. If you don't have a rig, and whether you're car camping or you just want to come out and bring a tent, not only that, but this has several unique stays out here. If it's ever been on your bucket list to sleep in a teepee, and I mean the coolest teepee you could ever think of, there are teepees out here and they are amazing. So if it's on your bucket list and you're going to be here already, reserve one of their teepees. They've got several other campers out here. So don't hesitate to check the website too. Do not reserve on the website. Reserve through me. We're going to get you a good price. The winter solar is not so good. Then what? So the winter solar is not so good. I agree. It really depends where you live, because like in the winter, the sun's still out, your UV rays are still out. When it's, cloudy, overcast days, you're still going to draw some. I love having a portable panel that I can chase the sun with. But like when we were in California, like the solar in February, was incredible. Even on windy, overcast days, it was incredible. Obviously, in the summer, the panels are 150 degrees. They function better cold than they do hot. So what I do is I have a DC to DC charger. So I always make sure, worst case scenario, it's a cloudy day, it's a horrible day, get in the car, drive to a Planet Fitness, drive to a steakhouse, and put a little bit of miles on there and get back to camp late in the day so that you've been charging while you're driving. You go to bed, you're charged up. Tim G is in the house. Good to see you. Might need to make a one bag per person. I don't even know what we're talking about. Roger on the marshmallows. Oh my gosh. Oh, gotcha. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. I love roasted marshmallows. I will tell you what. If you didn't see, QQQ is hardwired your fridge better than using the 12-volt plug. Absolutely. If you can put a inverter on your battery somehow, you're going to get more charge off of your battery than going through a cigarette plug. You are only gonna get about 110, 111, whatever watts out of a cigarette lighter plug. If that's the case, you are 100% better off to wire an inverter. Now, when I say that, when you're asking about hardwiring your fridge, I don't ever suggest wiring a fridge to the battery, because if you end up not driving for a while, you could drain your battery. I just was doing some research. If it's 4 or 5 hours, it's going to be okay. But if you're going to do that, make sure you put an inline fuse on your refrigerator. So your cord plugs into your refrigerator, put an inline fuse on your positive wire, and then wire it. Again, Again, if you're not driving your car and you want it hardwired to that battery, then you're taking a risk. Now, if you've just got a battery in your van, like a lithium battery, and like companies send me stuff all the time. They sent me a lithium battery. It's basically a 12 volt, 100 amp hour battery. I could wire a refrigerator to that. I need to put that fuse on there. Now, it's not the smartest thing to do. Put a small inverter on there. They're only $100 and do it that way. Just sent for full through PayPal need electric. Celeste, you got it. I'll get you, you get a side. You won't pop a 300 amp fuse with a 12 volt, right? That is true. We popped a 300 amp fuse on Annette's rig but it was with a portable heater and an AC refrigerator. Guys, if I'm missing a comment and you really want it answered, put QQQ, re-ask it, because I've been talking and I don't want your question to go unanswered. When you would need a solar charge controller for the battery. No. If you're pulling the solar to the battery, then you need the solar controller. If you just have a battery and you want to run, like out here, we had an emergency across the way and we wanted to pump some water out of a hole. We literally put I've got a battery, I've got some alligator clips. We clipped it to the battery, clipped it to the water pump. We had power. I wasn't worried about that water pump because it wasn't going to be run for a long time. I was sitting there monitoring it, or else, I should have had it fused, but we used it for, not 10 minutes. So it was fine. Question. How do I become a Patreon? There's a link. Somebody dropped a link, and in my description, there's a link, and you got to click on that. It'll take you to the Patreon page. I was chatting with a lady in Montana and she swears by it, never gets a bit. Anyone try Neutrogena sesame skin oil? I wonder if that works for ticks. I would love it if it works for ticks. I hate spraying my legs with bug spray or like any kind of repel stuff. I just don't like spraying my body with it. Not that I'm worried about some disease. Although you just never know. I just hate how it feels. I hate how I don't want to climb in bed with it all over me. I feel like I got to take a full bath before I get in bed. So if there's like a lotion or something, I wouldn't mind put a lotion on or something like that. Sandy saying hello, Sandy, good to see you. That's a new face right there. When I was a kid, I got shocked when I was under an electric fence looking for frogs. Never did that again. No doubt. That'll take away a few cells. Yeah. A family that rolls together stays together. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Awesome. Yeah. A family that, thank you so much for that super sticker. You guys are rocking. Zeb is in the house. Everybody say hi to Zeb. And Zeb, I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email. I think I'm caught up. I think I am caught up. So here, let's talk about the land for a little bit. For those of you that are new here, I had trouble with an HOA. I was a travel nurse. I started building out vans at my home, had a horrible time with the HOA. So becoming Bev let me come down. I'm now working out of a shop in Fredericktown, Missouri. I have been land searching for I'm going to say a year. I'm going to say a year. And it's been kind of a, up and down roller coaster trying to find something. And I thought I found a piece of land. It fell through. That was a God thing. And Kaylee told me, no, 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 no. And I was, but it fell through. There was some kind of what do you call it? A lien on the deed. So, found an amazing piece of property, about an hour from my house. It's got a lake on it. We had 3 excavators come out, and they're going to start getting the road to the new location for Midwest Van Builders in April. In the beginning of April, we should, as long as this rain stops. I'm not hopeful, but I am blessed with this shop here. So if it takes longer, I can wait. But we got some bids. We're going to be putting a road in and a 100 by 100 pad so that we can start getting plans for a pole barn, plans for a new shop up there, and electric and water and all that other stuff. So it is going to be an expensive year. If you need help with your rig, call Midwest Van Builders. Oh man, road to the new shop location. I know. I'll tell you what, it is going to be so cool when that place is open and I can show you guys. It's going to be amazing. Woohoo to Midwest Van Builders. That is exactly right. Let's see here. The deal falling through was a big fat blessing in disguise. Amen. And wasn't just because of the lien. Absolutely. And you know what? You're exactly right. It wasn't just because of the lien. I say it all the time that I am so blessed, and all I got to do is keep listening, and God is so good to me. He is so good to me. And Debbie Bab is in the house. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Debbie, give me a holler too, because we need to get you down to the shop, my friend. Just not when it's raining. Watch the weather. It's been terrible. Talia, I'm really excited for you. Thank you, Talia. We just got to get you up here now too. I got helpers at the shop. I'm excited to do some of these side projects. Lisa in the house. Helen is here. Cheers to the new land. Helen's a part of it. Helen knows what's going on. It's been raining all over. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's fantastic. Can't wait to see you up and running on your property. Me too. Because I'm just going to, like one of the things for you guys, I mean, I'm transparent with my channel. Me staying in this shed out here, the shop, you guys have seen the shop. It's on the thumbnail. It doesn't come without a cost. I do like 15 hours, of kind of like campground stuff, like water leaks. I'll fix the water leaks if I can. If I can't, we'll notify. I'll tell them like, hey, you need to call a plumber. This winter, several leaks I took care of, no problem. Just stuff, some construction stuff. So it doesn't come without a cost. So once I do get moved up there, then that gives me these hours that I put in out here will disappear, and I can just focus on the hours of working on vans. So that is pretty cool. So if you're on here, like I've been getting a couple of emails recently, people asking me how far out I am. I'm scheduling pretty much for winter. So, but like I said, if it's a day project or a 2-day project, don't hesitate to contact me, because things like that, I am going to have some gaps. I'm going to have some gaps, and I can squeeze them in the gaps. And I'm going to be flying. Once I go to Or 23, I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to fly to North Carolina, and I'm actually going to pick up somebody's van and bring it to me so that they can keep working and they can get their van worked on. So you just never know what Johnny's doing. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah, somebody said. You will have to do stuff at your new place too. Absolutely. want to spend even more time because yep, absolutely, absolutely. It's going to take up, and that honestly, it's like with Les and Bernadette here, like Lisa's here, we all chipped in together. So the projects are going to go faster. The work at the land is going to go faster. We are all so excited. If it wasn't like a torrential downpour, we probably would have been out there cutting down trees. That's how excited we all are about this project. So, I've got a couple investors and we're all going to join together April 1st and have a meeting. So just all the little stuff that goes along with it. It is so cool. It's just so much fun. QQQ, would you consider converting a small cargo trailer into a living space for a customer? Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you this up front. If I ever have a lapse in my business where I'm sitting here and I don't have anything to do, I've already talked with someone and we're going to buy a cargo trailer, convert it and flip it, because I live in the hunting capital of, not the hunting capital, but I mean, Southern Missouri. I'd be willing to bet one out of every two households has a hunter in it, and it would be a perfect hunting setup here for somebody in Missouri. But definitely would do a cargo trailer. I'm gonna find a comment real quick. When are you going to North Carolina? June. In June, the end of June. I'm just gonna fly out there, get a van, and bring it right back. Won't be gone 2 days. Raining here in Phoenix. Good to see you, Judy. Thanks for coming in. I don't think any business ever took off and succeeded like your van building. You know what? I did my taxes this year, last week, and I was super excited. I was like, I need to give away some more t-shirts and I need some deductions. But you know what? Again, I'm just gonna say, like, thank God. It's just, I am blessed. New saying, if Cindy can do it, so can I. Absolutely. Absolutely. If Cindy can do it, so can I. If you haven't seen that tour on my channel, it's Cindy's got a Fiat. She's got it built out with Legos. Obviously the #1 video on my channel, and an incredible human being living part-time, seeing the country in a Fiat. And Cindy says, if I can do it, so can you. Good accountant can figure out how to write off marshmallows. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Not as many as I eat. Oh man. That is funny. Sean says Cindy's car is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. Darcy is at home in Omaha. Love it. I'll tell you, Maddie will love your new property. She is going to love it. She is going to love it. And I'll tell you already, we've been talking about like a dog run, because a lot of people that come have animals. I don't ever want, like, my dog is small. Debbie Bab's dog is small. I want them to be able to play and not worry about like a hawk or we even thought about putting chicken wire over it. So that the dogs have free roam. And I'll tell you, Polly, Stephanie's dog Polly, like watching her play in that lake, like it doesn't get better. It was just so much fun. Polly was in hog heaven, I'm telling you. Absolutely love Cindy's setup. Absolutely. Safety first. Yep. Except the ticks. No kidding. No kidding. I am going to say we did walk the land yesterday, and knock on wood, I haven't picked a tick off yet, but you just never know. Christina is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah. And pretty soon we're looking at 60-degree temperatures coming up. So pretty soon we're going to have more fishing going on out there. I can tell you that already. How many snakes have you seen in the new land? None. I haven't seen a single snake. I I I don't want Maddie to ever, mess with one, but I don't mind snakes. They don't bother me. A lot of times they eat mice and stuff like that, so I'd be okay with one. I don't want them in my shop on the shelf like they used to. Somebody had seen one here. I'm like, no, no, no. Too cold for snakes? Absolutely aren't. Snakes are not allowed, Polly said. Their stuff said. Too cold for snakes yet. Yep. Yep. I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I will tell you, I got some trail cameras out there, and honestly, like they're really for security. So if anybody goes walking through the property through the gate, I'll get notified immediately. So I have seen a Rottweiler on camera. I don't know who owns that out there. A pair of raccoons, a fox, and a ton of deer. A UPS truck. No. So it is. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Except rattlers. You know what? I will never see a rattlesnake out there, and here's why. You ever have something like, man, I wish I could just one time, I'd like to see a rattlesnake. I hiked so far 358 miles of the Appalachian Trail, have never seen a rattler. I have hiked rim to rim to rim of the Grand Canyons, have never seen a rattler. I hiked Zion's Angel Landing, never seen a rattler. Tons and tons and tons of Ozark Trail, never seen a rattler. I am not destined to see a rattlesnake. And God knows, like, I probably couldn't hear it. That's why I always like, guys, listen up, help me find one. We can never find one. Flick dog shampoo. You can use spray mosquitoes, ticks, etc. One more. Awesome. We're talking about getting the camp fogged for ticks. A fox will usually turn toward the motion sensor light. Cats don't, instead the bobcat. Oh, gotcha. Deductions to suggest a dog park. People's gonna bring their dogs, make a double gator with those poo bag stands. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. In your life, you've never seen a rattlesnake. I haven't. I want to see a rattlesnake, and I haven't. Question. Can you recommend a power station that can handle freezing temperatures and also one that doesn't have an auto shutoff? I would like to get a new 15 or 2,000 watt power station. Thank you. So here's the thing about power stations that I have learned the very, 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 very hard way. Power stations can withstand like literally negative like 20 degrees Celsius. But what you can't do with them is try to solar charge them while they're frozen, because it will mess up the battery monitoring system. So if you're out and you know for a fact that it's going to be freezing conditions for a few, for longer than just a few hours, disconnect your solar. Because if the battery is just sitting there, as long as it's not trying to charge, it will not ruin it. The other thing is if it shut offs when it gets, like say you're not drawing any power off of it and it shuts off. Blue Eddy in particular has a setting that it puts it on eco mode. Take it off. And then if you're not pulling any power, it'll stay on, because there's things in your rig that will draw such a small amount of power and not constant, like my toilet fan doesn't pull that much at all. It will shut the battery off. So get the Eco off. And so, Delta, EcoFlow and Blue Eddy are my two favorite. Jackery does good in cold temperatures. Their big units aren't as good as EcoFlow and Blue Eddy. So if you want the best of the best, Jackery, Blue Eddy, EcoFlow. If you're getting something over 2,000 watts, Blue Eddy, EcoFlow. EcoFlow has the EV charge capabilities now. Blue Eddy, you can do the battery expansions, which I happen to like very well. And if you watch Will Prowse, he did a review video on the Blue Eddy AC300 and the EcoFlow Delta, two compatible systems. He likes the Blue Eddy better. And if you follow his channel, he's not going to just, blow smoke. That's the truth. He'll call it junk if it's junk. Time to head somewhere else once the rattlers come. Right. All right, let me back up just a little bit. Rattlesnakes are coming out of hibernation in Arizona. I think the giant new Blue Eddy heats itself, but it's really big for a van or even a smaller RV. They are big, but if you have a full electric system with that much capacity, 4 or 5 lithium batteries, the solar controller, a 2,000, 3,000 watt inverter is big. All the fuses, everything that goes into it, you're basically going to take up an entire side of underneath your bed. So it is big, absolutely. But I still think it's comparable for size than getting the whole system. I would like to get a new 15. Now, I will say, if you want something that's easy to take in and out of your house, you want 1,500, 2,000 watts, something that's easy for you to get out of your car, get out of your rig, and carry inside, Jackery is the win. It's lighter. It's going to be your lightest. The other ones are about 60 pounds. I did try one out. Which one did I try that's 40 pounds? The All Powers, which does have some glitches. Obviously, these companies are fixing the glitches. It's a 1,500 watt. It's only, I think, 38 pounds. Again, if I was going to do a bigger station, I would probably go Jackery over All Powers on that. The only thing I don't like about Jackery, I think, uses the Anderson connectors, and I like the XT60. They're universal on more panels than you can imagine. You can buy adapters. If you need an adapter and you can't find one, reach out to me and I'll make you one. But the Anderson connectors, and some people will try and plug them in, and it's like it won't go. Mo Bang for Your Bucks did a video where he actually had to turn them. I didn't even know you could do that, and that's the fix. So if it's not compatible, you can turn those, and Mo Bang for Your Bucks has a video on that. But yeah. So if you need something light, Jackery. Jackery isn't lithium ion. You can't pay me to use one. Didn't know they could be over there. I think they're still talking about rattlesnakes. Kaylee dropped Will Prowse's internet site. Yep. Dev, someone grabbed it with a they're talking about rakes. QQQ. Not sure I would charge the Blue Eddy when frozen, even with shore power thoughts. So what you need to do is you need to reacclimate it to the temperature of above freezing. So exactly, if you know for a fact, like I've got a unit over there in the garage, it's probably, I'm going to say, well, it's probably above 35 degrees, but Yes, if you're in freezing conditions and it's been 20 degrees for a week, your van's been parked outside mom's house, grandma's house, whatever, and you've been inside because it's too cold to sleep outside. Either A, bring the Blue Eddy in and let it acclimate to, and I'm telling you, it takes a while. You're talking about a unit that's, it's got, if you open one of those up, like that thing is like busy in there. There's not an inch by inch by inch spot of clear space. That entire thing, really, you want that to warm up before you try to charge it. Jackery won't last as long. So the efficiency rate is not as high on certain units. I've had a Jackery for 2.5 years. I use it, I'm going to say, all the time, especially if I've got it right here. I use it all the time. I use my electric blank on it. I've got my phone charged into it right now. It's a great backup. I don't have a Jackery for running my entire van. Never have. I do have a client that has a 1,000-watt Jackery. I talked to her in Quartzsite. She's still using her 1,000-watt Jackery. But again, I think Blue Eddy, EcoFlow has the hands down better units for bigger systems. I'm a Blue Eddy fan, but they are very, very heavy. The only reason I'm saying Jackery is because if, you've got back problems or you don't have somebody that can help you lift it in and out of your car, Jackery is lighter than the two. That's all I'm saying. Let me see here. I'll be moving into my van soon and will need power before I can get out and see you in October. Can I do a portable solar panel and plug directly into that as a temp solution? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But it has to be like, you can't plug a 12-volt solar panel into it. Blue Eddy will not charge below 24 volts. Depending on your system, some of them take 35 volts. So make sure you get, I'm telling you, hands down, I would get the PV350. It's a big 350-watt solar panel. The PV350, that's what I would get, hands down. Wait, there's a Blue Eddy AC 500. There absolutely is. There absolutely is. Yep. Maybe check out Goal Zero. Goal Zero is fine. Here's the thing I don't like about Goal Zero. They are astronomically priced. They are Bluetooth, which I like, but the newer Blue Eddy is Bluetooth as well as the EcoFlow is as well. But Goal Zero is expensive. They don't have, I just, and I haven't done a lot with them. I'm not going to say that. I do follow a channel that has been using the Goal Zero for a while, and I just noticed he switched to a bigger system. He went with the EcoFlow, which I'm sure was probably donated, and he's got a Jackery backup system. So he no longer uses the Goal Zero. And this is somebody that you guys have heard me talk about. I meant big as in, oh no, AC 500 is huge. It's huge. If you put that in your van, you better size down to a twin size bed. How do we sign up for the September meetup? You can send me a message at midwestvanbuilders@gmail.com, and I will put that down here. To sign up, you can PayPal me or Venmo me or Zelle. And once you sign up, we're going to give you an invite to a private Facebook group. And then all the communication for the meetup will be in the Facebook group. But send me an email, send me an Instagram or Facebook message, and we will get that sent up. The EB70 is great. It absolutely is. The only thing that I don't like about the smaller units is the battery brick doesn't shut off. The fan runs constantly, and it's not quiet. And I love it pitch black at night, and I love it very, very quiet at night. And oh, AC 500 for a tiny house. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go Zero takes much longer to charge. That sounds like experience. Hobotech's review of the AC 500. Yep. I I am a no, I'm not gonna say it. How many watts does your electric blanket use? Too much. It uses about 48. And what I do is I'll turn it on, and once I'm kind of feeling myself doze off, I'll just unplug it. I'll just turn it off. And then sometimes around 3 o'clock in the morning or so, I'll turn it back on. And I love it. I mean, I love it. All I allow myself is this much power on my electric blanket. So if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I've got 50% left on my battery, it'll just die, because I love having my if I'm cold, I love my electric blanket. 72 watching, only 54 thumbs up. Come on, peeps. No worries, guys. I get it. I use the EB70 for my electric blanket. Great minds think alike, just saying. I have a heating blanket that takes 7 watts. I love it. I keep it on all night. Is it a full blanket for 7 watts? Helen, you can send her the funds through PayPal for the meetup. No need for Facebook. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Nice guys, nice guys. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Before it gets too late here, let me say thank you to. I'm gonna mess this up. I want to say thank you to all my channel members, all my Patreons. If you're a Patreon, don't forget, we're going to be having is that the 4th one? On the 1st and the 3rd Sundays, we're going to be having Patreon only live streams, and all your van build questions and consulting will be there. And there you go. All right, guys, thank you for all my channel members, all my Patreons. You guys are amazing. So let's go back up. Is there going to be a Blue Eddy AC 600? I have no doubt. I have no doubt. I had a company actually send me a request for a review, and it's 10,000 watts, and I was like, send it. I would love to do it. Always a great show. As always, a great show. Thank you, Angela. My electric blanket kicked the bucket last night. Oh, no. I thought mine did the night before, but I just had a loose cord. Email Blue Eddy and ask, right? You know, they're going to they are. Yeah, all these companies are continuously expanding all the time. And I'll tell you why. Right now, think about it. We are in a huge van life, tiny home, off-grid, protect yourself from the absolute worst movement. And so these companies are head-to-head trying to make the very best product that they can for us. It's a very competitive market right now. And Blue Eddy, EcoFlow, for the higher in products, they're gonna come out literally. Matter of fact, Will Prowse did a video recently. It's like a massive amount of power. I mean, the units look like a big air conditioner or something. They're gonna have it where eventually you could run completely without your power company. Zombies, right? Great show, Johnny. I've been here listening and eating a late dinner. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it involved French fries, ice cream, steaks. We had quesadillas. You guys know I like making quesadillas. Good night. It is 9 o'clock. It is almost 9 o'clock. One more minute left, guys. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for hanging out. if you had a question and you're not sure if I answered it, please send me an email, midwestvanbuilders@gmail.com. I will get back with you. I answer every email. We will see you guys next Sunday.